Hey, this is ManiDeep. I'm going to talk about vaccine efficacy rate today. For best experience, watch this video on your center. Vaccine efficacy is the most commonly heard term these days. Many of us do not really know how it is actually calculated. There is a big calculation behind it, and today I'm going to give you a glimpse of how it is done. If you're assuming that the vaccine efficacy is just a percentage of success, you may not be totally correct. But today I'm going to tell you how exactly it's calculated. We all know vaccines undergo multiple trial phases. These phases includes different kind of age groups, different kind of people from different countries. Consider Pfizer-BioNTech for that matter. It was tested on 43,000 people across multiple phases. And half of these people will get actual vaccine and half of them get a placebo. Here, a placebo is something which is inert, which means it doesn't have any effect on your body. Even when you take it, it's just like water, or consider it to be a stable substance which do not impact your body in any ways. Now, while undergoing tests, nobody in the crowd knows what they have got. Either it is placebo or vaccine, they would not be knowing it. Only the scientists who lead the trials or the laboratory companies, they would know just that who has taken what. And once these placebos and vaccines are given to the crowd, they are left to live their normal life. And scientists keep an eye on them and they collect the data after a period of time. They'll finally come to know that, okay, how many people among tested have got infected. In this case, Pfizer-BioNTech test trials concluded there were 170 people who got infected among the test crowd. Now, among this 170, who falls in which group decides the efficacy of the vaccine. Meaning, out of all this 170, everybody falls in the placebo group, which means that nobody who has taken the actual vaccine from Pfizer have fallen sick, which means the Pfizer vaccine has got 100% efficacy. Another example, if 85 people from placebo and 85 people from vaccine group are infected, it means the vaccine's efficacy is just 50%. In Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine case, only 8 people who received the actual vaccine fell sick out of all the 170, which means it's 8 by 170, which is roughly 5%, leaving 95% strong against the virus. Hence, 95% is the vaccine's efficacy rate of Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. You need to remember one thing here. 95% doesn't mean that if this vaccine given to 100 people, 95 would be strong enough and 5 people are having a risk of falling sick. No, that's not the way. You have to look at it in a different way. If you are given this vaccine, you are 95% strong and be able to fight against it, and 5% you have a chance still to fall sick for it. Another important thing to note here is you should never compare the vaccines with their efficacy rates, because every vaccine will be tested in different countries, in different times, and in different crowds and in different situations. For example, Pfizer, Covishield, and all these other vaccines were tested way back when the world was under lockdown. But you talk about Johnson & Johnson's vaccine, it was tested when the world almost resumed its normal life. Still, it has got to make 65% efficacy, which means it's in a way lot better than 95% according to me. So that is the reason you should never compare the vaccines with their efficacy rate. And another good thing to note here is, the goal of creating a vaccine is not to make somebody completely get safe and not get infected. It's actually to make them stand strong, not to fall severely sick or get hospitalized for that matter. Good thing so far is all the vaccines that are being used right now are capable enough to make you strong, not to fall severely sick or to get hospitalized. Which means forget about the brand that you're taking. Every vaccine will help you to stay at least away from hospitalization. So that's something you need to be really happy for taking vaccine. This is ManiDeep. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.